or how long heaven was making Lucifer. O could the style that copied every grace and ploughed such furrows for an eunuch face, could it have formed his ever-changing will, the various piece had tired the graver's skill. A martial hero first, with early care blown like a pygmy by the winds to war. A beardless chief, a rebel ere a man, so young his hatred to his prince began. Next this, how wildly will ambition steer, a vermin wriggling in the usurper's ear, bartering his venal wit for sums of gold, he cast himself into the saint-like mould. Groaned, sighed, and prayed, while godliness was gain, the loudest bagpipe of the squeaking train. But as 'tis hard to cheat a juggler's eyes, his open lewdness he could ne'er disguise. There split the saint, for Hippocratic zeal allows no sins but those it can conceal. Whoring to scandal gives too large a scope. Saints must not trade, but they may interlope. The ungodly principle was all the same, but a gross cheat betrays his partner's game. Besides, their pace was formal, grave and slack. His nimble wit outran the heavy pack. Yet still he found his fortune at a stay, whole droves of blockheads choking up his way. They took, but not rewarded, his advice. Villain and wit exact a double price. Power was his aim, but thrown from that pretence, the wretch turned loyal in his own defence. And malice reconciled him to his prince. Him in the anguish of his soul he served, rewarded faster still than he deserved. Behold him now exalted into trust, his counsels oft convenient, seldom just. Even in the most sincere advice he gave, he had a grudging still to be a knave. The frauds he learnt in his fanatic years made him uneasy in his lawful gears. At best as little honest as he could, and, like white witches, mischievously good. To his first bias longingly he leans, and rather would be great by wicked means. Thus framed for ill, he loosed our triple hold, advice unsafe, precipitous, and bold. From hence those tears, that Ilium was our woe, who helps a powerful friend, forearms a foe. What wonder if the waves prevail so far, when he cut down the banks that made the bar? Seas follow but their nature to invade, but he by art our native strength betrayed.
Ode by John Dryden. Thou youngest virgin daughter of the skies, made in the last promotion of the blest, whose palms, new plucked from paradise, in spreading branches more sublimely rise, rich with immortal green above the rest. Whether adopted to some neighbouring star, thou rollest above us in thy wandering race, or, in a procession fixed and regular, moved with the heaven's majestic pace, or, called to more superior bliss, thou treadest with seraphims the vast abyss. Whatever happy region is thy place, cease thy celestial song a little space. Thou wilt have time enough for hymns divine, since heaven's eternal year is thine. Hear then a mortal muse thy praise rehearse in no ignoble verse, but such as thy own voice did practise here, when thy first fruits of poesy were given, to make thyself a welcome inmate there, while yet a young probationer and candidate of heaven. If by traduction came thy mind, our wonder is the less to find a soul so charming, from a stock so good, thy father was transfused into thy blood. So wert thou born into the tuneful strain, an early rich and inexhausted vein. But if thy pre-existing soul was formed at first with myriads more, it did through all the mighty poets roll, who Greek or Latin laurels wore. And was that Sappho last, which once it was before? If so, then cease thy